about here, it's because the person, all right, it's because, Kamsi, you need to record. Are you recording? All right. Okay, so we just assume. All right, so as I said, the next speaker is a mastermind partner. He is a 12-year-old. He's 12-year-old. We'll read his profile very soon, but he just turned 12 a few days ago. Okay, he's a partner in the mastermind. And as I said, anything that anyone is saying to you here, don't take it as we just went to Google and we're talking about, we just share topics around. No, every single one of these speakers is talking to you from a place of experience and a place of an area where they have come thus far. They have been on a journey on this and they are making amazing strides. I don't want to say they are an authority, but hey, I can actually hit my chest and even tell you that these people are almost an authority in this area that they are talking about. So everyone that is speaking here because they have the hang of what they're talking about. Yes, they are not just telling you to do things they don't know. They are telling you the things that they are doing. They are working because they have walked the walk. They're not just talking the talk. They have walked the walk, or they have walked the talk, however you want to see it. That is the reason, and that's the ticket that they have to stay here and be talking to you about this. So ask them questions. They will be answering you from their personal experiences. All right, Kamsi, are we ready to go? We can't hear you. I can't hear you.
All right, then. Can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
All right, great. So we have our speaker in the room with us now. So I'll just play his profile for us. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to put the setting that allows you to hear. Sorry, let me fix that now. Can you still hear me? Okay, great. Sorry, my Zoom just ran into a problem. It's fixed now. Mommy, you're muted. Mom, you're still muted, but I've gotten it now, so I've got it now, so.
David Stephen-Gow is a 12-year-old self-driven preteen with a passion for board games and is invested in his close relationship with his parents and two brothers named Josh and Denzel. He has won a number of trophies in sports and board game tournaments, and presently he runs a YouTube channel, That Chess with David, where he teaches young people about the chess game. He loves to explore new things, enjoys taking up challenges, healthy competition, and he absolutely likes to play board games. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, David Stephen-Gow.
Okay, my Zoom is not responding. Damn it. All right, sorry, my Zoom was not responding. It's back now. So can you please put your virtual hands together for our speaker for today, David Stephen-Gow. Let me just bring him on now.
All right. Can you unmute David, please? We need David to come online. Come on right now. All right. So remember that our voice, the person that is doing the voicing for us is our youngest partner at the Mastermind. He's 6 years old. That is Donzo. Please, can you guys give my Donzo a huge round of applause? That's my 6-year-old that is doing all that voicing for you. Ladies and gentlemen, David Stephen-Gow. Why is David Stephen-Gow, please? Well done, Denzel. Well done, everyone who is here. So David is going to just take it away. Where's David?
I've unmuted David. So David, you have the floor. We're here.
Okay. Yeah, I've just noticed I'm unmuted. So good afternoon, good morning, everyone. My name is David Stephen-Gow, and I'm a child like you who is going to be talking about the topic of self-direction. So Kamsi, I want to share my screen. I prepared some slides. Can I share my screen?
All right, let me allow you to share your screen now. I found it. I found you.
Okay.
All right, so you can share your screen now, David.
Okay, thanks. So I'll share my screen now. Okay, so today we'll be talking about the topic titled self-direction. I'm coming. There's something. My laptop is. So, what is self-direction? Self-direction. Please, I'm coming. My laptop is. Okay, so what is self-direction? Self-direction is the act of being able to direct oneself. How can someone lead themselves? I'll share my experience with you. So when you comes to self-direction, like I've already written here, is the act of being able to direct oneself. When you're self-directing, you have to put into, there are a lot of things that that you will have to do. So for example, if you wake up in the morning and your parents tell you, okay, so today you're supposed to do your chores, bathe, brush, and prepare breakfast. For those of us that prepare our breakfast, like cereal, bread, those kind of stuff. So self-direction is when after they have told you the first time a list of things that you have to do, you go ahead and do them without them having to remind you to do it again. So for me, sharing my experiences, where I am now, because my parents have to leave in the morning for work and come back at night, they have already laid out a routine for us to do. Self-direction is when I'm able to do all these things, and then when my parents come home and we have done them, and then they can see that, okay, David and his siblings have done so and so things within the time that they were given, and they have also done so and so things and done so and so. So that's what self-direction is. Now, how can you self-direct? So there are many ways for a person to actually self-direct, and here are some examples. One, like I had already mentioned, you can do your chores without your parents telling you to do it. When your parents have laid down a routine, like in my house, my parents laid down a routine for when we came. My parents laid down a routine for what we're supposed to do every day, because I have classes and other stuff. I have to put time into that. And then also because I have school. So I have to wake up early in the morning, have my quiet time, do the necessary things I have to do before I go downstairs and have family devotion. Then I do my chores. So my parents don't need to tell me or my siblings what to do, because they have already laid out a routine for us to do it. So we're already self-directing in the morning by doing our chores. Two, you can make your bed immediately you get up from it. So making your bed is something that most of the time my siblings and I always forget. But when you it's always necessary that when you wake up and get up from your bed, it's necessary for you to dress it and not wait for your parents to come back and start and tell you to, oh, David, you didn't dress your bed. Oh, Josh, you didn't dress your bed. Denzel, why is your bed dirty? And all of that. It's just self-direction for you to just get up, turn around and dress your bed. It won't take up to 5 minutes. 3, you can do your homework once you get back from school. This is something that most of the times, sometimes you forget to do that, honestly. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect in doing self-directing. There are some times where I make mistakes. So when you get back from school, you know you have homework. So it's self-direction that will make you to do your homework once you get back from school, after you have changed from your school uniform and you have changed into what you're going to use to stay at home, and then you do your schoolwork. Your homework, sorry. Doing your homework is something that will help make your grades be better. So it's something that you should ordinarily do. Doing your homework is important because it helps you understand the topic that was taught that day. So your teachers just don't give you the homework because they just want to give it to you. They're giving it to you to help you. That's why you came to school, to learn. So it's necessary that you do the homework and bring it back to school the next day and submit it in on time, so that your teachers will know that, Ada has finished and done her homework and understands what this topic is about. We can move on. Now, skills that you need to self-direct. You do not start self-directing overnight. You need to build some necessary skills to enable oneself to be able to direct. Here are some of them. So you need perseverance, you need self-regulation, you need resilience, and you need adaptability. Perseverance. Perseverance is the ability to keep going even though things don't seem to be working out the way you want. I'll use myself as an example. When I first came here, things didn't seem to work out the way we wanted because it's very cold. And also because we're just getting used to the place. We just came, so we're trying to, things are working out. There's no food to eat. They are not necessarily things that we needed. So it's perseverance that will keep you going to still do what you're supposed to do and be able to self-direct, even though when you're trying to do something, it still doesn't seem to be working out. Self-regulation. Self-regulation is the ability to understand and manage your behavior and your reactions to feelings and things happening around you. Self-regulation is the ability to understand and manage your behavior and reactions to feelings and things happening around you. I'll use myself as an example. I couldn't self-direct because I couldn't self-regulate my emotions well. I'll throw tantrums around when someone just steps on my foot, for an example, when they just get me angry, and I'll just throw tantrums, I'll say mean words and stuff like that. It's self-regulation now that helped me to be able to do that, to be able to regulate and manage my behavior and my reactions to feelings. My parents helped me too, and God helped me. This is another skill that is really useful that you really need to be able to self-direct. Now we have resilience. Resilience is the ability for someone to be able to recover from difficulties quickly. I'll use myself as an example. When I started going to school, there are things that I needed that I didn't have. So there are days, so when they ask me to do some classwork, I don't have a pencil to use. So I have to look for someone to borrow a pencil from. And then I have to really quickly catch up and do the things that I had to do because they have already done with their first term and they're in their second term already. And I'm just coming in. So I have to catch up quickly on the things in the first term. So it's resilience that will help me to be able to catch up quickly with the first term and understand that I need to learn the things that they are learning quickly because I need to be able to catch up with them. So we're in third term already. Adaptability. Adaptability is being able to adjust to new conditions. This is a very important skill that came in very handy earlier this year. Earlier this year, when I just moved here to Canada, things weren't going the way I really expected it to go. When I came in, I just noticed it was very cold. Even though I was wearing a jacket and a sweater, I still felt very cold. I didn't have any gloves, so my hands were cold though. And then I had to, I needed to understand the road signs and the way things work here, because things work here differently than the way they work in Nigeria. The road stuff, the road signs and laws are different from the things in laws in Nigeria. There are things I would do normally, I would do in Nigeria, but that I cannot do right now. Please, Derek, please, can you stop drawing on my screen?
Sure, I'll fix that immediately, David.
Thanks. So, like I was saying, adaptability is what helped me to adapt quickly. Is what helped me and my family to be able to adapt quickly to the different conditions that were around that I had just come to meet here in Canada. So it's adaptability that helped me do that. So thank you for listening and watching. Does anybody have any questions?
All right, David, well done. You did very well. So does anyone have any questions? Because you can also post what you got from this lesson. I got a lot. I learned that self-direction is your ability to self-direction is the ability to direct oneself. And I learned that there are several skills that you need if you want to be able to effectively self-direct, like self-regulation, resilience, and adaptability. So does anyone have any questions? Please put them in the comments.
All right, well done, David. That was straight to the point, short, straight to the point, and all of that. All right, so can you share in the comments? Okay, let's use the comment section quickly. If you have any questions or you have anything that is a take home for you in this session. I couldn't write down everything in time. Okay, Derry. We wrote a couple of them. I was typing, so you can check. You can also check the chat session. All right. Apart from that, Derry, you can catch the replay of this session on YouTube. Okay, you can catch the replay of this session later on YouTube. That's very important. Okay, some of the sessions may be fast for you at the time that it's going on, but you can always catch the replay on YouTube. All right, so we're here so that we can contribute. That's why we made it a Zoom session, so that it's interactive. You can contribute, you can ask your questions, you can put up your hand if you want to speak, and all of that. So at this point, is there anyone who would want to say something? Anyone who would want to speak or ask a question directly? Okay, you will need different skills. Good, someone said you will need different skills. I learned that we have the power, skill, and mindset to help us. Okay, let me read that from the comments. So Kamsi, you want to read what you have in the comments? And then everyone can add their questions. Put your questions in the comments so Kamsi can read them. We still have a whole 20 minutes or thereabouts. So we have enough time to take questions. So why don't you go ahead, Kamsi, and play a testimonial for us why they put up their questions in the comment section. Thank you again, David. That was very straightforward. David shared how he struggled when he moved from Nigeria to Canada and how he is actually doing better, or how he was able to bounce back because he had learned to self-direct. There's something David said that was really profound. He said his parents have laid down the rules. His parents already have some structure, okay? They already had the routines in place. So it made it easy, or it makes it easy for them to do what they have to do without their parents having to chase them. And I know David, I read his reports every day, and you can tell that there is a lot of self-direction going on there because mommy has to go to work, daddy has to go to work. If you're not self-directing, then, it's so easy to get carried away and do nothing, okay? Now, when you are a 12-year-old and you have two younger siblings and you are all, doing all of this, it means that there is a lot of self-direction going on there. So for parents, it just simply tells us that the win in here, or the easy way to make things happen for children so that we are not micromanaging or running after them or getting upset every time, is what we're able to put on ground, or what we're able to put in place, and how we help our children learn this thing before the time that they will need it comes. So we need to do what we have to do today, so that the time when we need them to self-direct, or by the time they become preteens and teenagers, we're not jumping and we're not getting exhausted trying to get them to do their things. What is self-defense? Okay, David, someone is asking, what is self-defense? But let's play the Kamsi. Are you ready for us? Let's have the testimonial first, and then David will answer your questions. All right. And we will read your comments too.
I'm 8 years old, so this is my mastermind story. Before, my mom used to chase me to tidy my room, clean my closet and all. So one day I discovered that I had changed, and my mom hasn't been chasing me around to do my homework, tidy up my room and closet. And that's my mastermind story. Thank you, Coach.
The mastermind has been a blessing to myself and my family. We wanted to build life skills aside academics in adulthood. That and more is what we've gotten in the mastermind. I also personally believe that it takes a community to raise a child. This community of support is what we get from the mastermind. Thank you so much, Coach Mary Beth and the PTN team.
Awesome, awesome. So that's Ifeoluwa and her mom. Ifeoluwa is 8 years old. Ife is doing amazing things at the mastermind. The thing about the mastermind is how we hold you accountable every day. So for someone who was saying in the first session, how about if I really don't, I really don't like it, or I don't enjoy doing the things that I know are beneficial to me? I promise you, every child goes through this. Even as adults, we go through this. We know the things that we need to do that are beneficial, but we just find ourselves unable to do these things because the things that are not beneficial are actually easier to do. You can sit down and watch Pokemon the whole day and you're having fun, you're laughing, you're entertaining yourself. But that is you enriching someone with 2,000 followers, and you're enriching him and he's getting paid in millions every day. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong, as Nancy said earlier. There's nothing wrong with someone who has put in hard work and is getting people view and he's being paid for his hard work. There's nothing wrong with it. But what is wrong with it is you having to stop yourself from achieving the things that you have to achieve. Some other person is doing what he needs to put his hard work out there for people to appreciate it. You are doing nothing to put your own hard work there to bless other people. Yet you spend all your time and all your energy enriching another person. Now, that is what the problem is. Okay? That's what the problem is. So you must. So what we do at the mastermind is we help you stay in that space. Okay, we help you stay in that space where it's difficult, but you're trying. You're trying, and then you're seeing that your mates are doing it. Okay, nobody brags, nobody shames anybody at the mastermind. We just support each other and all of that. So you see someone comes and they're dragging their feet at the beginning, 8-year-olds, and 2-3 weeks into the term, and they are fine, doing their thing and working their journey, okay, because they've been supported, they've been they've been inspired, and they've been motivated by their mates, and of course, by the matron. Yours truly. All right, so thank you very much for being here. It's time for us to take questions now. So Kamsi, if you read out the comments and the questions so that David can answer them. We still have about 14 minutes. It's deliberate that these sessions are short so that we don't get tired and we don't get overwhelmed. And that's what Kamsi was trying to say in the first session. Do the things that you do in a way that does not get you tired, exhausted. Do it in a fun way that makes it easy. So small sessions rather than a long 2-hour session where we're just sitting down there and pretending everything is okay because mommy said we must be there. When in truth, we're not learning anything, right? All right, so Kamsi, let's do the comments and the questions so that David can answer them.
All right, so the first question I'm seeing here is from Blessing Addition, how to pronounce.
Sorry, can I interrupt? Sorry, can I interrupt you? Please make sure you read every comment and every question, because some of the comments are just throwing more light or something, or they are saying what they've learned. Okay, so do both of them. We still have some time, 13 minutes, yes.
All right,
go on.
We have, let's see, I'm going to the beginning, the comments we have. All right, so Chimdi says that perseverance is a synonym for resilience. Not exactly. They're different, even though they are very closely related. Then Derry says that I couldn't. Derry said that I couldn't write the self-regulation in time. And then,
Derek can catch the replay on YouTube. I said that already. All right.
Okay. All right. So Beatrice says I learned that self-direction helps a long way in one's life. Yes, very true. Titi, sorry, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing these names properly. Titi Oludimu said that you will need different skills. Yes, very correct. Michael said that I learned that we have the power, skill, and mindsets to help us in what we set our mind to do. Yes, very correct. Thank you for adding that. Rachel says I just learned self-preservation. Chimereze said I learned that adaptability is being able to adjust to the things around you. Yes, that's true. Well done. Thank you. Then Rachel asked, how do you master self-preservation? Self-preservation. I think that's self-regulation, what she was meaning to say. Is that correct?
No, Kamsi, let David answer her question. She said self-preservation. Let David answer.
All right, then. All right, I need to unmute him, right?
So, please, I'm coming.
All right, David. Someone is asking, how do you do what?
So I think you meant it's self regulation and not self-preservation. So
All right, go ahead. Okay.
for you to be able to master self-regulation, what you need to do is generally you just need to firstly know since it's being able to manage and understand your emotions, you need to be able to know what triggers your emotions, some of your emotions like anger or stress or things like that. Sometimes mentors can help, yeah, because I also had trouble with self-regulation because I couldn't control my anger then. But through my mentors and the mastermind also helps too, and my parents, I was able to understand how to self-regulate my emotions. So you just need to understand your emotions better and be able to control it when you feel like exploding in anger or lashing out at people because you're stressed or you're unhappy or things like that. So that's all you need to do mainly.
Awesome. Awesome, David. Well done.
David,
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
All right, so I'll continue reading through the comments. Titi said that asked what tips would you give me if someone was moving countries? Okay, David.
Okay, so tips you would use for moving country. The tips I would give someone, because I have moved country before and I'm in somewhere new, you just need to ready your mind for the different conditions that are coming for you. Because moving to a new place, you need to do research about the place, what's their currency, what language do they speak, those kind of things. So you just need to learn more about the country and just prepare your mind for what you're going to see in that new country. That's what I'll give you.
Awesome.
Awesome, David. Thank you. So I'm reading through the comments now. Can adaptability be the act of being able to adjust to a new system?
Yes, it is. It can.
All right. I learned that we should have self-direction in everything we do. We shouldn't wait for our parents to do everything for us. So true. Thank you for that. I learned that self-direction is vital in life. Thank you. It really is. You can't do without being able to self-direct. How to improve or develop. Okay, so Blessing is asking how to improve or develop perseverance.
Sorry, can you say it again? I didn't get the question.
How to improve or develop perseverance?
How to improve, or that's the question. How can I improve or develop perseverance?
Yes, perseverance.
Okay, so I get the question now. Perseverance is, like I already said, is the ability to keep going even though things don't seem to be working out the way you want. So what you really need is you need to have the finisher's mindset. Like, for example, I'll use myself as an example. I was working on a 1,000-piece puzzle, and this is our first 1,000-piece puzzle that we're actually trying to complete. The first two, we didn't complete them. So this one, a lot of times when we're trying to look for pieces to put in, because the pieces are big, it's kind of complicated for me to be able to know what piece goes with which. So you need to be able to, you need to have a finisher's mindset and a growth mindset, so that you know that even though I don't think that I can finish the puzzle, that even though the pieces they aren't fitting the way things aren't working out the way I want them to work, that I know I can still do this. That's what kept me going, and that's what kept my siblings and I going through that puzzle, because we have completed it. So that's what you really need, just a growth mindset.
All right. Thanks, David. I'm remembering now that in my house we still actually have a 1,000-piece puzzle we're working on right now.
Oh, okay.
So thanks. You just gave me the motivation to go and finish that puzzle. Thanks, David.
You're welcome.
Always.
All right. Do we still have questions, Kamsi?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still reading through. Okay. Kamsi and Kosi Akajuba said that, let's go, David. You taught a lot today. So those are partners from the Mastermind Circle. David, they're congratulating you.
Oh, thanks.
All right. What is perseverance?
What is perseverance? So perseverance is the ability to keep going even though things don't seem to be working out the way you want it to. That's perseverance.
All right, thank you. So let's see.
Seems like that's all the questions you have.
Yeah, I think, okay, I can see what is adaptability, and then everything else is people stating what they've learned. We should have self-direction. Very true. What is adaptability, David?
So adaptability is being able to adjust to new conditions, or like someone asks, being able to adjust to new conditions or a new system. It's like moving. So it's being able to adjust to the conditions that you are facing, because they're not like the conditions that you have known before when you're moving to a new country. Like that. That's an example I can give.
All right, great. So
someone says, what's self-defense?
Self-defense is being able to defend yourself.
All right.
That's self-defense.
All right, I just had a good session now. Well done, David. Well done, guys. All right. So did you see how the mastermind partners are healing themselves? And that's another thing that we do in the circle. Okay. What we do in the circle is we raise the children to appreciate other people's strength. You can't be everything. You can't have everything. Okay. As a human being, as a child, even as adults, don't worry. If your parents tell you it's because mommy knows everything, they are not telling you the truth. Mommy doesn't know everything. Daddy doesn't know everything. We just have more experiences that you have as children. It doesn't mean that we know everything. There are specific areas that we are experts and we have mastery in, but no, we don't know everything. So it's the same thing, okay? So in the mastermind, we help the children. Okay, what's going on?
Someone has their hand up. I'm not sure whether it's a question or a compliment or something. Auntie, it's
Well, you guys,
any
can you still hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes,
you. I can hear you.
I went off for a second there. All right, so as I was saying, in the mastermind, we teach the children to recognize each person's strengths, to hail those strengths and to hide those strengths and to encourage those strengths. For instance, the children have done the voice notes and everything. Every voice note is beautiful. Every voiceover, right? Thank you, Kamsi's mom. Every voiceover is beautiful because everybody has got something beautiful to share. And that is why this conference, take this conference as you see it, every aspect of this conference, and I'm not joking, every single aspect of this conference was done by children. Every single aspect, from some of the graphics to the voiceovers to everything is done by especially the partners and all of that. So this is to say that there is so much inside of us, and sometimes all we need is the adults in our lives or the opportunities or the platforms for us to express that which is within. It is when we're able to express this that we get better. It is when we're able to express this that we recognize the strength in our voice. It is when we're able to express this that we begin to recognize that there is more. There is much more for us to do. Sometimes some of us as children think that we know so much, or we are so smart because our parents tell us we're smart, our teachers tell us we're smart, we're tops in our class and all of that. So we go with a chip on our shoulder thinking that we know so much. It is when you allow yourself on general platform, that's when you realize, okay, I may know so much, but there's still much more that I can know. And that's what we do at the Mastermind. So thank you very much, David. Kamsia, you want to talk to us about the Mastermind a little?
All right, then. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm the lead partner at the Mastermind Circle. The Mastermind, as we've mentioned multiple times, is a peer mentorship and accountability group where we, where we inspire each other to do better in all the areas of our lives. And we learn about all the areas that we need to improve ourselves in. In my session earlier, I talked about the five main dimensions of education. You should go back and we'll get the replay out for you for that session if you haven't seen it or if you weren't in that session. So we talked about the different dimensions of education and how consolidation helps you focus and learn all of these things. So at the Mastermind Circle, we focus on these things. We focus on various areas and we help you improve in those areas. So, and the Mastermind Circle is a peer mentorship and accountability group. So we have something that we're doing every day and we're holding you accountable for it. The Mastermind Circle it's 50,000, but you can picture it's a paid subscription for 50,000, but you can picture it like this. It's like you paying 4,000 every month to a lesson teacher that is going to teach, that is going to create a community for conducive learning. No lesson teacher is going to give you the kind of value that we're giving you at the Mastermind Circle at 4,000 Naira. So that's why the Mastermind Circle you really need to join it. You don't want to miss it. We've opened the portal for people to join this next cohort, starting in September. To join the next cohorts, so you don't want to miss it. All right.
So the next cohort begins on the 1st of September 2023, right? The 1st of September, that's when we begin the first cohort. But you can go ahead and book your slots because we shut down after a while. We can't take too many people. So we shut down as soon as we have the number that we have. So for now, you can subscribe with just 5,000 Naira to hold your slots, okay? Before September, you will have to clear that gradually before we begin the cohorts, basically. But hey, it is, as Kamsi has said, it's like paying 4,000 Naira. No lesson teacher will take 4,000 Naira to teach your child, even if it's just math. or even if it's just arts, or even if it's just Igbo language, nobody's going to take 4,000 naira. But this is what we take, 4,000 per month, to teach your children and to support your children, to hold them accountable to be wholesome human beings. It is the best and most affordable support program you will get anywhere. Quote me. All right, so thank you very much, David Stephen-Gow. We are proud of you, and I'm sure you know this. Okay, before we go, David, do you have any last words while I read the comments that are here? David, prepare your last word. I'll take 1 minute to read the comments that are here, or two. We should be self-direct. We should have self-direction. What is self-defense? Okay, you've talked about all of that. David, you moved to where? Okay, David moved to Canada. Congratulations, David. Someone said congratulations, David, for this session, I guess. Mastermind is so cheap. You're very sure. You're very correct, man. Can I be paying 4,000 every month? If you start now, then yes, you can pay 4,000 every month. By the time we get to September, you almost be done. So it's possible. Let's start from there. I wish I could, but I am in boarding school. Yes, we have a program. We have a system for those in boarding school. It's 30,000 naira instead of, okay, it's going to be 35,000 for the next cohort, and you can join us every time you are on holiday. So that also works. David Stephen-Gow, what is your last word for all of us today? Is David there? Can't see your mute, David, please.
All right, no.
Okay.
All right, David, I was looking for you on mute.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, Kamsi. So my last words are, I'm a work in progress, no doubt about that. I'm here talking to you, but I'm not perfect. So I'm encouraging every child out there that even though self-direction is something that you need to set your mind to it, I still make mistakes. I've told you time and time again, where I've made mistakes trying to be able to self-direct. I make some mistakes. I don't get what I need to do done on time and things like that. I'm still a work in progress, no doubt. But mentorship, and you need to have mentors who can hold you responsible, just like the mastermind. When you make mistakes, they are there to correct you. Your parents are also there to correct you when you make mistakes. They are there to help you. You need mentors also, because your parents won't always be there with you. And sometimes you need mentors to be able to talk with. There are some things you can't tell your parents, but you freely tell your mentors. They are the people that help you along the way you want to go. They are like your second parents, because they are there to help you and guide you. That's what I'm here to. So those are my last words. I'm just encouraging every child out there. You need mentors.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, David. That was great.
Thank you so much, David. So this is what we enjoy. These are the kind of things we enjoy in the mastermind, when children are there lifting each other and all of that. Thank you, David, for always being a lifter and always being an inspiration. Thank you so much. All right. So do we want to take a picture before we run? Come see, let's take a picture. If you're here, please, can you give us a vibey kind of mistakes you want to learn from? Yes. Like your parents and tutor and all of that. All right, so let's shine our teeth and take a picture to remember this session. Thank you so much, David. Thank you for delivering. All right, then. So, Kamsi, let's go. Take a picture and we can say bye-bye. All right, so please, parents, if you're here, make sure to join me for the parent session, just 20 minutes at the end of the day. Okay, we'll have all the information you need about the mastermind and all of that. You can pick it from there and move. But hey, join me for that session. We will recap all that we're doing here today with the kids. We will recap all of it in 20 minutes, and we see the role that we can start playing immediately to help these children. All right, so let's take the picture and move. Kamsi, are we ready?
Yeah, I've taken the picture already.
You have. All right. So can we say our bye-byes? Thank you very much. Even though we are kids, we are okay. Kamsi was saying something. Let me read that from the comments before we go. All right. Kamsi said, mistakes once, where have I gone to? I disappeared. Okay, even though we are kids, we are useful to God and the universe, which married by David and anyone who is in this group are world changers. Oh, thank you so much. See the way our children speak in the master. Bye, everyone. Bye.
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 We'll see you in the next session.
All right, bye. Did I miss a comment? I think I did. Okay. All right, so bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right, bye everyone. Thank you for being here. David, thank you. You did very well. We're proud of you.
Thank you.